Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
That's news under the hour from KISW in Seattle.
50 years of KISW.
Hi, this is Jerry Cantrell. Congratulations to KISW.
KISW on the air with
Gene Simmons.
Because we think it's yummy. You're listening to Twisted Radio.
99.9.
KISW.
The mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. A radio.com station. It's F-It Friday starring BJ and Migs. Mornings.
Because, hey, at least once a day, you should experience a BJ.
You know, I'm ready for my BJ.
.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You know, it's great when the great state of Washington makes national news. I'm very proud of this.
Uh-oh.
I'm very, very proud of this.
Are we becoming the new Florida?
Yeah, you know, Steve, I mean, we can only hope, you know what I mean? Let's contribute to the fun story so that, you know, when we go to conventions, other radio stations can look at us and go, what is going on in Washington? Because every time we see anybody in Florida, that's where you go, look, dude, how is this always happening in your state?
We're full of idiots too, guys.
Yeah. We got stupid people. This is about a 36-year-old woman from Chehalis. Her name is Cassandra. And she, you know, got in a bit of drama with one of her roommates. And this drama escalated. I mean, she wasn't, you know, mad about getting free coffee and kicking trash cans. She took it up a level, okay? She went up a level, though. She involved multiple weapons with her situation. Now, I don't know why they were fighting. Yeah, you know, listen, Steve, you got to protect yourself, okay? I mean,
the reason why they were fighting is the best part.
Oh,
you don't know? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is what the claim is. The claim is that she was not happy that all of her roommates hate her because she's prettier than them. So she's saying, look, I'm just me.
Right. I get it, man. When I had roommates, that was the same issue I had. Everyone thought that I was prettier, and they hated me because of it.
I
could see that. That's why I lived on my own then after that.
This happened about 1 a.m, so this is usually when, like, you know, everyone's reasonable. Nobody's drinking. Nobody's doing anything.
Why wouldn't anyone just pull out a cell phone and record this? I would love to hear this woman losing her mind. You all think I'm prettier, and I know I'm prettier, and you're mad at me.
So if I'm prettier than everybody, if I really think I've won the pretty lottery, why am I hitting people with frying pans?
Because they hate her, BJ.
Oh, they hate me because I'm pretty. So all right, well, all you ugly people, and you hate me, ugly people, time to hit you with a frying pan. She started with a frying pan. So I like this. She's using what she can find around her. She's MacGyvering her weapons. Frying pan, broomstick. She was starting to swing that around, and then the roommate was like, "Well, that's it. If you're gonna use weapons at hand, I'm gonna pick up a cutting board." And so she used the cutting board to defend herself against the broomstick frying pan.
Like a shield?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that makes sense.
You got a Captain America yourself, Steve. You know what I mean? It's like
cutting board.
I watched the Avengers. Hold on a second.
If I'm the third roommate, I'm like, hold on. Can I just put some popcorn in the microwave? I need to watch this. This is better than anything that's on television.
Yeah, but I will say this, that the cutting board shield person was saying, look, I don't want to fight. Probably saying, look, as an ugly person, I don't need to be uglier. Don't hit me with a broom, okay?
Well, if she wanted to fight, she would have grabbed something that's not a cutting board. She would have grabbed something that you cut with, like a knife.
Well, Cassandra realized that the frying pan and the broomstick weren't doing it, so she decided to really escalate it. She grabbed a knife and then threw it at the poor girl who had the cutting board as a defense.
Well, that's why she couldn't get the knife. The other person had the knife.
That's what it was. But you know what? The knife apparently wasn't a good enough weapon for Cassandra, so she escalated to an axe. Oh, God. I guess they have an axe in the hallway. Maybe they're chopping wood. Maybe they're out living in the Chehalis life. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
Maybe they have one of those like the wood fireplace things. That some of the people have.
But you don't need an axe inside the house for that.
I feel. What if you decided you really liked that axe throwing place that Steve went to, and you decided, so you decided to make your own, and therefore you need the axes in the house because she threw this axe at her as if she was at the axe place.
So thankfully, she did not connect with any of these throws, which she would definitely not be on my axe kickers team then.
Yeah, exactly. Right. She's not an axe kicker. Nobody was seriously hurt. That's the good news of this whole story. But yeah, she's facing charges because, Cassandra. By the way, none of these charges are actually addressing how beautiful she is. I really feel like that should be part of the,
Is there a mugshot of her? There's got to be a mugshot,
yes,
right?
Please find that. Let's see. If in fact she is the prettiest of them all.
Well, I don't know if they're going to do it. They're not going to put the people that are victims in the mugshot to give us closure. But
this is bad reporting. Shouldn't that be in the news story? There should be pictures of everybody because that's what the whole fight was about. She says she's prettier than them all, and they hate her because of it.
Oh, there's the photo. Oh, yeah, but she's got a mask on. But I did find a picture of her.
Yeah. Let's. So she's got a mask. Let's see.
There she is.
It's really hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very, very hard to tell whether or not, she's, masks really do a great job. I mean, because I'll tell you right now, people can really dress up their eyes and make them look like, I see some people in the store and I go, I look at the eyes and I go, those are a great set of eyes, the way they've decorated them and made them up. But it's like, you have no idea what's underneath the mask.
I think it makes me think everyone's like a sexy ninja or a member of Mortal Kombat. Like when they see like an attractive girl with like a mask on.
Well, if she's wielding weapons, she kind of is a part of Mortal Kombat at that point.
Finish him with a cutting board.
Oh, Vicky just showed me a picture on her Facebook. She is very attractive. I give her credit.
All right. All right. Well, all right. So
maybe she has a right to throw axes at people.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's saying she's saying she's pretty.
She's crazy hot.
All right, hold on a second. That's her?
Yeah.
All right, well, now that I'm seeing a better picture of her, she's all right. I'm sorry. I don't know. Unless that's not a great picture.
Do you want to tell her that, though?
I don't want. And she's duck facing over there.
This is the problem. It's people like you that piss her off. You're just a bunch of haters. If you guys would just stop hating on her, she wouldn't be throwing axes, knives, broomsticks, and frying pans at you.
Sorry, Cassandra, but you're probably going to come at me with an axe.
What are you talking about? She's a smoke show.
At least
she's a Chehalis 10 at least. Come on.
Okay, well, I can't argue with that. Chehalis, right. Yeah, you're right. Can't argue with that.
And if I was living in Chehalis, I'd be easily a Chehalis too. So I'm not trying to be rude,
now, what is a Chehalis 10? Is that like a Lacey 8? I'm not sure. I really don't know. How we translate? Is that a Tacoma 12? I have no idea.
I'm not sure.
And either she's really bad at taking pictures and uploading them, or she's got an OnlyFans or something, because there's a bunch of pictures of her feet on Facebook.
Oh, I don't like that. All right, she's gone down to a 4.
Well, I haven't seen her feet
I'm not
yet.
a fan of the feet.
Oh, you're not a foot fan?
No, it's not my thing.
Oh, man.
At least you got to doll them up.
Right?
Yeah, that's not a great shot either. What is
unless she's trying to show that she's like got a sprained ankle. I don't understand why she's putting that picture up there.
And again, I don't have any. I guess it's like if you call yourself the prettiest of them all, she's not taking great pictures to show that off unless she thinks she's a natural. Look, look, she's an attractive woman. It's just when you're saying you're the prettiest of them all to the point you're wielding axes.
Yes,
I think then all right, we have to have a contest. It's like.
I saw a recent thing we were talking about mask stuff, and I saw somebody say that now that everyone's wearing masks, they feel that they're more attractive with the mask on than the mask off. There's like a good number of people that said that, and I was like, that's so sad. Like, well, I look better when half of my face is not being shown. Like, have a little self-confidence.
I never thought about it, but there are cultures that, obviously, like women wear, they wear the veils. And I remember my buddies, telling me some people that were, that grew up in that culture say, you don't understand. It's very attractive seeing their eyes and just only their eyes. And I never really got it until all of a sudden now people are masked up and, He's right, man. At least to me, it's like I find almost every woman I see attractive when they have a mask on. It's insane.
So that's going to be like the new thing. Like, you meet someone that you've met on like a dating site and they take a great picture and then they show up and it's like that picture clearly was from like 30 years ago or something along those lines. So now you're going to have someone that's like, making you feel a certain way with the mask on and they take off the mask and it's like some kind of like crazy mutant mouth going on. I don't know what that
you're getting mouth fished. Mouth. Well, I mean,
you're getting mouth fished.
Mouth fish.
Mouth fish.
That really, it sounds like an Urban Dictionary term. I'm not too sure we should use that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably stay away from mouthfish. Wasn't that a guy who used to work on the that was Rockfish. Never mind.
Rockfish, yeah.
Good
right.
dude.
Mouthfish, he didn't do as well.
Yeah, Mouthfish, yeah. He never really had a long career here.
No.
But all right, yeah. Rockfish did a great job when he was with us. There's a new survey in Expedia, and I am really pissed off at this survey. Okay?
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Okay, here we go.
Because people are like going, well, they're like, it's a, what would you give up? So it's saying here that since a lot of us, of course, have had to deal with staying home through the months of the pandemic, that Americans would probably give up almost anything to hit the road again. So nearly half of them say they give up their job.
You give up your job?
Well, wait a minute.
Well, it's not a career. If it's just like if you're working like at like a fast food place, you probably like screw it. It's not worth it.
Now, I see. I haven't heard if whether or not you're still getting paid. Because if someone's going to pay me, I'll give up my job right now.
Well,
if I'm still going to get paid, I'll give it up.
I'm guessing you have to give up I'm guessing you have to give up the pay as well.
Okay, that's not.
When we all give up our jobs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I want to know if they're still getting paid. All right, so yeah, let's assume that they would have to not get paid. 38% of Americans go, I would give up my job just so I could travel again. Now, this is what irritates me is the next one, is like, about like 40% of us say they would give up sex for a year. And, well, I've already pretty much done that.
Oh, congratulations.
Because of friggin' COVID. I mean, really.
But that's the weird irony is like, okay, BJ, you can travel again. But you have to give up sex. But the whole point of you wanting to travel, in addition to spending time with your wife, of course. But you want to go to Slamtown. You want to go to Slamtown.
So I hate this survey.
Right.
I told you I hate this survey.
Right.
It's
So
like,
it's
no.
like, hey, congratulations, you finally get to see your wife, but you can't get laid.
But yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I don't.
All right. Well, how about Vicky? Give up sex for a year so you can travel.
I mean, I already have, but if I'm going to Europe, I'm going to Europe or something. I mean, it would be fun to eat all that tasty food. See, I'm stuck. I'm just going to say yes because I've already done it.
Part of me, I'd have to have the conversation with Wifeski, of course, but like full all expense paid trip to like Disney World with like putting us up in one of those like Mickey Mouse suites for like 2 weeks.
What are you giving up?
2 weeks.
I don't know, man. No, I can't give up sex.
You said you're going to talk to your wife. I mean, are you sure she wouldn't be happy with that idea?
Well, that's why I've opted to not talk to her because she'd probably be like, let's do it.
She's like, wait, how long? 2 weeks. And she might go, yeah, if you guys want to make it longer. I mean, if it's 3 weeks for this big trip, I'd be like, I'll sacrifice.
They'd have to shut down the park just for us.
Oh, for you to give it up for 2 weeks?
For a year. Yeah. We'd have to give up sex for a year to have a fully paid trip to Disney World where we have the park. No one can come in until we're done.
That's the, I mean, look, what
an awkward thing. Everyone's just waiting out there like, can you hurry up? How many times are you going to go on Space Mountain?
All the time.
Yeah, all the times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until it closes, suckers.
Do you know what I'm giving up, sir?
Right.
Do you know what I'm giving? I'm going to be on this mountain since I can't be on that mountain.
I'll be like, look at her. I can't go to Slamtown with her. You better believe I'm hanging out with Mickey until he tells me to leave.
It's a small world all the time, buddy.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Look at her.
All right, now how about this though? This could escalate some things for people. See, 1 in 5 people say they would dump their partner if it meant they could take a trip in the near future.
Just straight up dump them?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to go on a trip with my wife. That's not the whole point.
Well, I hate to say this, Steve, but we were talking to your wife, and she's like, look, she really wants to take a trip. So,
I mean, look at him. Yeah. Of course I'll dump him.
And if you go on Facebook, the amount of people that have broken up already because of COVID, having to spend that much more time together.
Really? Are you not? See, I don't have a ton of single friends maybe on Facebook, or I'm just not reading their posts.
Or it's just people that like have been kind of like, yeah, so-and-so and I are no longer together, so, leave us alone during these times. And it's like, you probably spent a lot of time together because you both are insufferable.
It's nice that they put a press release out for all of us.
I don't get that, but I appreciate it.
I got to find out at least because my wife, doesn't mind being away from me and getting, some no BJ time, as it were.
Look at him.
I found out how long is too long. It's like, I'm an acquired taste. I know this. You guys know this. I'm sure when we go, hey, we got a long weekend, you guys, yes, that is a wonderful thing.
So how long is too long?
Yeah, how long is too long? Well, I would say she started losing it in about 2 months, and then 3 months she's like, okay, this is a beating. And 3 months. So 2 to 3 months of not seeing me is a problem for her. That's where she's like, wow, I can't believe it, but I actually miss the hell out of you. But it took her 2 months. 2 months she was like, woo, it's a party. It's a party. Thank you, COVID. I don't see him.
So is it the emotional or the physical part that she's missing the most?
Well,
like being around you, or is it like actually like, hey, let's put on the boom boom mix and see what's up?
It's the totality of me,
the total package.
Yeah, it's all of it, Steve. I bring all of it.
Really, he's the total package. BJ Shea.
All of it. Bring total package.
Is it bad that I really want a shirt that says BJ Shea, an acquired taste?
I like that one, yeah.
I
feel like
really
that should be our production from now on. DJ in the mix, mornings, ... an acquired taste. High energy mediocrity. There we go.
It is pretty accurate, though, isn't it? When you think about it. It really is. And it's been, I haven't seen her since October, since, we went back to the stricter rules. And, it's so she's like starting to feel it again. She's like, man, this is a beating. And I started hearing it. It was tough because we couldn't see each other over the holidays. But, then January, I figured, well, all right, the holidays are gone. Once they go by, just like a lot of people, you'll be like, all right, we're past it. It's like we've now we'll just look forward to, but then January, and she's like, oh man, dude, I can't believe it. I'm missing you again. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. We're at the 3 month window. It's the 3 month window. Yeah. But then once she saw me like over the summer, she was like,
away.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I got my fix. I'll see you in another 3 months.
You're like Vegas. It's good for a couple of days, but then you're like, okay, I'm exhausted. I can't do this anymore.
Okay, so what do we want? BJ and acquired taste or BJ? It's like Vegas.
Fun for a couple days.
Yeah.
Then I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
After you acquire that taste.
Thank you. It's so nice when you have people around you who understand you in a negative way.
That's what friends are for.
Mm-hmm. I have a question. Why would a man call 911 on himself? I'll tell you why. We'll do that at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
50 years of KISW, brought to you by Palace Law. 99.9 KISW. We now return to BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's not just about Florida. It's also not just about Washington either. We got to go Canada. I told you every once in a while. Canada gets a pass, but, they got people up there. They got dumb people up there, too.
They like to party up in Canada. They consider a tuxedo denim jacket and denim pants.
They do like to party up in Canada. That's a fact. On Sunday afternoon, the police in Ontario, they got a call about a drunk driver, and the call came from the drunk driver himself. He told the 911 dispatcher that he was driving drunk, and when the cops tracked him down, he was telling the truth. His blood alcohol level was 4 times the legal limit. He was arrested for impaired driving. So, do you give him a little credit? Because I imagine he pulled over the side and said, I can't be doing this, and just wanted to make sure that he didn't change his mind and called the cops to stop him?
Yeah, maybe stop at Tim Hortons, give him a donut on the way to jail, but then you treat him the same way like you would anyone else.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, you give him some Timbits. He deserves some Timbits for that.
It is the most Canadian thing. They always have that. Of all reputation to have, it's not a bad one to be considered to be a nice group of people, but it's like, so Canadian. Like, I'm drunk. I shouldn't be driving. You guys should come and arrest me.
Yeah, I hope that. I always hope when when people are smart enough to realize, hey, that's it, and sometimes we have such strict laws that it's like even if your keys are in the ignition, but you're like, all right, I'm on the side of the road or I'm in a parking lot, I know I shouldn't be driving. Sometimes people go too bad, and I always feel like, man, but they made the right call. I mean, you know what I mean? They really. That's what you want anybody to do is to stop driving their vehicle when they realize they're too intoxicated. So I hope that they give them a bit of a break.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if he deserves any kind of break. Like I said, maybe just like, a pat on the back and that's about, and a donut, and that's about it.
A pat on the back and a
donut and maybe a cup of coffee.
Listen, do I have to be an idiot driver or can I just get that? I really would just like the pat on the back in the car. Can I get that?
Well, good news. You are an idiot driver. So,
okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. That's nice.
Rev brought in some tag-alongs, so you can have a tag-along.
Did he? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
Well, it's Girl Scout cookie season.
I know, but, all right. Well, he's been hiding them in the room. Keep them in there, okay? Don't anywhere near me.
They've got such a great racket now because...
Now?
Always they have.
Decades they have.
I mean, they've had to, pivot because of everything going on.
Yes.
And so there's no girls out in front of the grocery stores or anything. But now they're doing, they're leaving like little pieces of paper at your front door that have a QR code that goes straight to their website.
Whoa.
And then they deliver them to your door. Wow. And so we may have had 2 girls stop by our neighborhood, and we may have ordered 2 sets of boxes. And so there might be just a couple of cookies coming here if I don't eat all of them.
I mean, like sometimes these crappy situations that we're in have caused people to come up with some pretty ingenious ways to, get by.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, the QR code thing is fantastic. I mean, I love it. You just put your camera on and all of a sudden you get what you want.
Dude, it's at the restaurants. I mean, I know now we could go back and eat, a limited capacity, but before it all got shut down for a second, again, we were going someplace, I think it was Earl's in Bellevue. And it was just so great because the QR code's on the actual table. And that's how you pay. That's how you order everything. It's just like, this is so nice.
Okay, what have I told you about this?
I shouldn't be coming to Bellevue.
Yeah, I mean,
now there's a Dick's there, and it's not you. I could actually come there again.
Hey.
So you got till the end of 2021 where all of a sudden I'm going to start breaking them rules, VJ.
I've seen, by the way, I don't know if you've seen on the website, or at least on the comments about, Dick's coming back to Bellevue after so many years, and they're going to be in Crossroads. The people are not. There's the people in Tacoma going, look, Kent is too far for us to go. Come on, what's going on? And
you're never going to make anybody happy.
No, you can't make anybody happy. But I will say this: come on, all right. Get an Earl's down in Puyallup. Oh, you don't have an Earl's in Puyallup. See, Puyallup's amazing. We got all this and that. Well, you don't have an Earl's, do you, Steve?
No, but we're willing to drive and we don't complain about it.
All right. Well, you know what? Oh, yeah? I'm going to have my people get back to you on that one.
Well, my wife was saying, like, she goes, like, there's a hot yoga place that she would go to, and she was, like, talking to the person, and apparently, like, they've set up, like, in their hot yoga place, they're like, well, this sucks. Like, what are we supposed to do? So they've created, like, rooms with mirrors, like those mirror workout things, but they made them themselves, where the mirror will teach, like, you go into this room by yourself, so it's all sanitized and all that, and they have a yoga instructor in the mirror, like, like a video thing. And you could do hot yoga there, but not have to be around people if you're not comfortable being around people.
Steve, that's perfect for you. You can finally gas out the joint.
Right?
And nobody will...
They might have to block out like the next hour or two after mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to go in there and Simonize that room.
But I was like, oh, man, like, because I know, like, it was like, that's a massive blow to a small business when, like, everyone's like, oh, you can't come here. And, like, you think, well, might exist. But they quite possibly could have created something that could be the wave of the future and maybe make themselves even more money at a time where they thought they were going to lose money. I mean, I hope for them.
It's a little weird to think that that's kind of what the future could be anyway, even because you've heard Rev. Rev said he's never going back and he's not going to go mix with a bunch of people no matter what happens, no matter how many needles they give him.
Yeah, not really. I mean, the one thing I did find that was pretty entertaining, I don't know if you guys saw the picture, there was like a 8th grade band or something like that, and They were all in their own little personal bubbles.
That's in Wenatchee.
Was it in Wenatchee?
Yeah, they put them in like those, like I call them the Chick-fil-A bubbles. Like when it's raining outside, they put like the employees of Chick-fil-A outside in like these things, but they zip them up, and
that's the same thing I thought.
Dude, the picture of that is hilarious because did you see the tuba player?
No.
Everyone's in one of those, and it's like these little green tents that they put them in so that they could be in the same room but still it's like a giant thing to keep them, I guess, away from each other.
That is so weird looking.
But the tuba player, because the tuba's so big ass thing, it's like he's like stretching the thing. It's awesome.
Oh, I thought maybe they stuck the tuba outside of it just so we would have that. That's hilarious.
Well, at least people are trying to do something. I mean, that's man. I just.
Oh, there's the tuba player. Vicky just pulled it up for you to look at.
Whoa, that is the weirdest looking thing.
It's just all tuba.
It is all tuba.
That is so nuts.
And that's in Wenatchee, man.
They're like in this green tenty thing.
I saw somebody post like, cool, because there wasn't enough reasons for people to make fun of band people for. And I'm like,
This one time, but we know at one time at band camp, two people can fit in those things, Steve.
Well, I mean, not if you're a tuba player, but if you're playing the flute, then you can definitely get two in there.
Okay. I know. TikTok has made me feel very old because that whole joke, all the Gen Zers don't know what the hell we're talking about.
When you say one time at band camp?
Yep, no idea.
Oh, you gotta be okay.
No, they have no idea. They're like, okay.
I know we've been off for a little bit, but I might need a day off.
Yes.
Dude, seriously. Well, you now know how I felt when I said something about the Matrix and some 15-year-old kid goes, I don't know what that is.
Right.
This one time at band camp? Come on.
Yeah, dude. Well, it makes sense.
American Pie came out in 1999, 22 years ago.
Yeah.
That should be required viewing in school.
In school.
Wow.
Yeah, we watched Do the Right Thing in school, and I thought that was cool. I think this is just as important.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
That's as important of a social commentary.
What
I don't know if that's
class
gonna
would
fly.
have American Pie in it?
English.
History, band.
Sex ed.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, sex ed, yes, because the flute is definitely what they want to teach you for your first experience. Allison
and how you can use
Hannigan
them.
style. Oh,
The home ec. I mean, you can cover so many classes with American Pie.
How to make a pie that's bangable. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Well, your pie looks tasty, Jim, but do you want to have action with it? Then take it back.
MILF 101.
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard about this Wednesday night. Lady Gaga's dog walker, which, I mean, it sounds like do we care about Lady Gaga or the fact she's got a dog walker? But she's got a dog walker, and they actually named him Ryan Fisher. I don't know.
Dog walker to the stars.
Yeah, maybe he is a famous dog walker. She has three French bulldogs, and I guess a car pulled up alongside him. Two thieves jumped out, and they yelled at Ryan to give it up, but he put up a fight. They shot him in the stomach and took two of the dogs. So it's like they look like they really wanted the dogs, maybe because they were Lady Gaga's.
I would imagine that they wanted it because they're not going to put a ransom. Maybe, I don't know, but
she's offering a $500,000 reward. So if that's what they're looking for, there it is.
But how about the guy's okay? Like they shot him. And he's going to recover, which is thankful. But you would never think, I'm walking Lady Gaga's dogs, that I ever have to worry about a group of criminals jumping me to get the dogs.
Now, she's
a weird story, man.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you know how I don't want to see any animal come to harm, but there's no way I'm taking a shot in the gut for a dog. Two dogs, three. I mean, I'm going to be like, okay, what's going on? As soon as they pull the gun, I'm like, all right, you know what, Fido.
But you're the
nice
dog protector at that point. You're Lady Gaga's dog's bodyguard,
and I bet that she pays him pretty well.
Yeah, you know what? I got to know how much because look at.
Well, he has one job: protect my dogs.
There are Secret Service people that get paid to take a bullet, and they got to get paid at least a decent amount of money if they're going to jump in front of a politician. So you got to pay me a lot of money to jump in front of like Bubbles. I mean, just
Bubbles.
I don't know.
The dog's
it's a
name
monkey.
is Bubbles.
Well, there's a monkey named Bubbles. I don't know. Maybe I'd say Bubbles.
Now I want to know what the dog's name is. I'm going to find out.
Yeah, it's I don't know, a meat suit and what?
Gustav, Koji, and Miss Asia.
Okay.
Apparently, they grabbed Gustav and Koji, but Miss Asia ran from the thieves and got back to Ryan as he was lying on the ground.
Yeah, that, man, I mean...
Could you imagine being Lady Gaga and all of a sudden you get a phone call from, like, probably some authorities, like, hey, your dog walker, Ryan, he's in the hospital, and she's probably like, oh, my gosh, and two of your dogs are missing. Like, this just seems like, where's Liam Neeson? I mean, this is Taken Part 4. It's like Taken meets John Wick.
Yes.
I have a certain set of dog treats.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Taken Wick. Taken Wick.
Because, man, if Lady Gaga just goes all postal on these criminals, I'm not going to feel bad for them. Like, I think she has every right to.
Yeah.
Well, she is trying to take the law in her own hands because she's just like, hey, I will give you $500,000, no question asked. And the cops are like,
we're going to ask questions.
Yeah, they're like, hey, listen, Lady G, we got like attempted murder, even dog napping, I guess, is a thing that they could, like, that's, you can't do that either. I didn't know that. I mean, I'm happy that there's a thing, but I just didn't think there was a crime dog napping or that anybody would like prosecute you for it. Just to go, hey, just give them the dogs back and get out of here.
And so it says even if they don't even know it's Gaga's dogs, I guess the French bulldogs, they're pretty popular and expensive. Some say high-end ones can fetch about $10,000 a piece.
And she's out there saying $500,000. How do these guys turn that down? I mean, you got to hire somebody and go, look, you don't know who we are. You know, I'd hire somebody to hire somebody because you have $500,000 on the line. I got to be thinking there's a way for them to get their money for this.
Wait, like a meetup? Like, hey, I'll drop the dogs in this little thing, and then you drop the money in this thing, and we go on our separate ways?
Yeah. Well, you know, like, there's a lot of movies that will teach you how to do it.
Yeah, you
and
need
then
a
Liam
bag
Neeson,
man.
of course, is hiding in the trash can, and next thing you know, you're dead anyway. But
yeah, apparently there's some audio of what happened. I don't know if, Rev, you can find it. I don't know if that's actually a joke or not.
I'll see if I can look.
Yeah.
Really?
So it says this is definitely John Wick Part 5.
So there's some audio of this whole situation that with Lady Gaga and her dogs getting stolen and the
Oh,
okay.
yeah, it seems like there's a bunch of curses, so I don't know if we'd be able to.
Oh, maybe we can't do it.
Yeah, but apparently TMZ's got the video of it. That is just awful.
You mean audio of the dogs being like taken?
The video of the actual abduction happening.
Oh man! So he must have tried to at least record the guys for evidence, right? Maybe
or
that's
the surveillance cameras. I'm waiting.
Oh.
In the middle of waiting for an ad, but
damn, dude.
Yeah.
So that's. Jeez. Well, the guy's going to be okay, and I got to be thinking that Lady Gaga's going to take care of everything, his bills and everything, because, I mean, he did the best he could.
Oh, yeah, he took a bullet for her dogs. If anyone's got it's a surveillance footage.
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, you took a bullet for my dogs, and they're gone. I don't know. I mean, it's like, dude,
well, what do you want him to do? He got shot. Like, he's not Wolverine. He's not going to all of a sudden just regenerate his
as a protector, he really didn't protect them. That's the thing. I know he got shot, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, how would you feel if somebody was like, they'd say, hey, listen, I got,
he really put up a fight, dude. I'm watching this video. This is intense.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, they pop out of the car, and he's like full on getting it on with them. Like, no, you're not taking it. I wonder if they even knew it was Gaga's dogs or if that was part of the deal. Or if they, they like, oh, yeah, we're pretty aware that that's Gaga's dog.
That's a tough one.
But they straight up shot the dude, man. Like, yeah.
$10,000 a dog. People are desperate for cash.
Unreal.
Wow. So that's what people are doing. They're running around stealing these expensive dogs right out from under you.
Danny Trejo, somebody said, hey, check out his tweet. I know he posted like an audio of saying, I want to help find these damn dogs. Like he's pissed off, and I don't know if I want to piss off Danny Trejo on my ass.
Vicky and I both know we've been watching a show, American Gods, and Danny Trejo, spoiler alert, he's kind of badass right now. You don't want to mess with him.
No.
No matter what Danny Trejo does, just the fact that he put that tweet out, I would give the dogs back. It's like, okay, if you've got him involved, here you go. No money, nothing. Lock me up now. Put me in jail just so I can be safe from Danny Trejo. Because he just always feels like he's going to kill you. In anything.
And I've got to see him in person. He's a tiny, tiny man. Am I scared of him? Absolutely. I would still be deathly afraid of this man, even though we're about the same height.
Doesn't matter about the height, man. That guy's just got that intimidating look.
Oh, yeah, Chucky's not tall.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You need Chucky on this.
Okay.
Chucky, John Wick, and Danny Trejo.
That's right.
I think they all can agree that these criminals are the worst.
Yeah, Tyrion Lannister's not tall, and he shot his father on the toilet. I'm telling you right now, I don't trust any of these folks based on height. You know what? Height's not going to be a decider for me if they're tough or not.
Man, yeah. I hope they find this dude. That's for sure.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I understand that. Look, people love their dogs and love their animals, and to think that people just for cash are going to come out and just steal them because the particular dog you have is one that can fetch a lot of money, a black market for that kind of thing. That's just a beating. All right, so we got a question for you. Oh no, we don't. Actually, we got this. I forgot that yesterday, Steve. He didn't need a question because he had the answer.
Where is the Oval Office located in the White House?
Next to the bedroom?
No.
Right by the intern's room?
No. Jeez.
Yeah.
In the living room?
No.
No, in the basement?
No.
Okay, I didn't say that Steve had the right answer.
I had answers.
Lots of answers.
Far from right. Yeah, he had the answer. The correct answer is what we're looking for. That is the West Wing. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 8:47 on the Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
One of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course, we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field, but one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.